It's one of those things that's looked at as kind of the movie star dream, and that's great to talk about, but really the expectation is that, oh, well, after high school, you'll probably just get married, have a family, and your husband will work, and that was just the norm for where I grew up. My name is Jordan Tapley. I graduated in 2015 with a biology degree. I grew up in a town called Griffin, Georgia. I spent a lot of time in a smaller town where a lot of my family was, practically 200 people that I was probably related to most of them. So growing up in a town where college wasn't entirely the norm, and in a family where it wasn't the norm, it was a bit challenging at times. A lot of it, particularly as we got closer to college time, was more so me doing a lot of research on my own and talking with a few of my friends who also had the same kind of goal in mind. When I think about where I get my drive from, most of it stems from my family, particularly from my grandfather. A few weeks before I graduated high school, he sat me down on the couch away from the rest of the family, and he basically said, "Jordan, you're much bigger and brighter than what this town can offer you, and you have to go to college." He said, "It's going to be hard, and it doesn't matter how hard it is, it doesn't matter what roadblocks life throws in your way, that's what you're going to do." Unfortunately, the week after my high school graduation, he passed away. But he got to see me graduate high school, and he got to see me be accepted to Georgia Tech. My parents said, "We're incredibly proud of you. We have no idea what to do here. Figure it out." I think the biggest challenge of being a first-gen college student is probably the need for growing up a little more quickly than you might have expected to. I was having to deal with a few more things that maybe some of my peers whose parents and whose grandparents had gone to college didn't really have to be concerned about, because they kind of had that past experience supporting them, and they kind of knew what to expect. Looking back to where I came from a town where college isn't the norm, a big job isn't the norm, women working isn't the norm. It's not how it has to be. You know, you can, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be an engineer or for anything, you can do that no matter where you come from. The advice I would give to students who are first gen and come from certain circumstances that they believe might not get them to college is, that's not true. Start pursuing it now. Now is the best time to do it. Start looking at schools that you've always dreamed of going to. What does it entail? Do you have to get these grades in these classes? Okay, great, take those classes next semester. It's all about taking it a day at a time. You can't worry about things that might be an issue next week or next year or once you start college. Just figure out what you need to do today and get really excited. You're basically starting off a tradition in your family and you're telling future generations in your family that you can do this too. What you think you're capable of isn't necessarily your limit. There's so much more you can do. There's so many options out there that you can choose. These are your circumstances now. That doesn't mean anything. You know, you can be wherever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. And it just takes a little sweat, a little work, and it's all worth it in the end.